Hello, this live video is the explanation of Surat Al-Fīl, the elephant, in English, and the story of Abraham and his army. So هذا اللايف تفسير السورة بالإنجليش، بس اللايف اللي قبله بالعربي. Okay, let's start. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Have you, O Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, not seen how your Lord dealt with the owners of the elephant army which came from Yemen under the command of Abraha al-Sharim, intending to destroy the Kaaba at Mecca? Did he not make their plot go astray? And he sent against them birds in flocks, striking them with stones of sijil, baked clay, and he made them like an empty field of stacks of which the corn has been eaten up by cattle. Okay, now God is talking to Muhammad, reminding him with this event that happened in the year of his birth, okay, in the year of the Prophet's birth. Have you not seen how your Lord dealt with the owners of elephant? Now, this is a story that happened in the year of the birth of the Prophet. The story of the army of the elephants. This incident happened during the period of the birth year of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Abraha al-Sharim was the governor of Yemen on behalf of the king of Ethiopia. And his name is Najashi. He was like the king of Ethiopia at that time. And Yemen was considered as to his empire. Like, he didn't really have an empire. It wasn't that big. But Yemen was included, like, to him, his control. So, as Yemen was a part of Ethiopia kingdom, Abraha, thought to build a house like the Kaaba at Mecca in Sana'a, the capital city of Yemen. Now, why he wanted this? Because he felt really mad, really angry. Why Arabs in Mecca have this Kaaba? And having Al-Kaaba in Mecca enriched the country, because people would come all over the world to do Hajj, to do pilgrimage, to do it. And for that reason, it had experience, it had more money there. And he felt mad, and he was like, okay, I will do a Kaaba in Yemen, so that people would come to Yemen, not to Mecca, so we can be a richer country. So yeah, he did build one like the Kaaba at Mecca, and called the Arabs to perform the Hajj there in Sana'a instead of the Kaaba in Al-Bayt al-Haram. He sent people to go and tell the news that, hey, people, don't go do Hajj in Kaaba in Mecca, do it here in Yemen, in our Kaaba, which he called it Al-Qullays. He named it Al-Qullays. It was a big, huge church, because he was Christians. They were all, even the Najashi, the king, he was a Christian. So it was a huge one, really big, and therefore they told the people to come and do Hajj there and to come to visit Kaaba here. Don't go travel into Mecca anymore. And Arabs heard about that, and one Arab man from the Quraysh tribe traveled to Yemen, and I guess he came at midnight when there was no people in the church, and he came in because he really hated the way Abraha acted towards Arab and towards their religion and towards their Kaaba, to do that thing, because that means Abraha doesn't know what is this Kaaba. As God said, verily the first house of worship appointed for mankind was that at Mecca, full of blessing and goodness for Al-Alameen, mankind and jinn. He doesn't know who pointed to build this Kaaba. It's not anyone, it's God. And and in another ayah in Surat Al-Hajj, and proclaim to mankind the Hajj. They will come to you on foot and on every lean camel. They will come from every deep and distant wide mountain highway to perform Hajj. This is the difference between the Kaaba in Mecca and the Kaaba he had, because the Kaaba he made, he sent people to tell them to come, while Kaaba didn't tell people to come. It was God's. Okay? Now let's continue. So that Qurayshi man that came from Mecca and came to Yemen and came inside that church, he was, when he saw it, he was infuriated, he was mad, he was angry, so he relieved his nature, stones and urine in it, solid its walls, and went away. I'm not sure if I'm saying this alright, but he made it dirty. And when Abraha saw that, he could not control his anger and raised an army to invade Mecca and demolish the Kaaba. He hated that. He hated Arabs, he hated the Kaaba, and an Arab man comes to his Kaaba and does this like he was really mad. So he went towards Al-Kaaba, and the first person who stood in front of his face and wanted to fight him was one of the kings in Yemen, and his name was Dunafar. And some tribes also followed Dunafar to fight Abraha, but they lost. And Abraha went to Mecca, towards Mecca, with 13 elephants. So Abraha continued his journey to go to Mecca, and he stopped at a place called Khathand, and there came another person to be against him and fight him, and that person called Nufayl al-Khathami, with some Arabs also, with some Arab tribes, to fight him, but they couldn't, they lost. So thereon he continued towards Mecca, and then he stopped at a place called it's in a city here called Taif, Thuqayf, okay? And then people, okay, they came. Well, why did Abraha stop there? Because he thought that was Mecca, that was Al-Kaaba in front of him. But then people, when they went outside,